Hi, I'm Doug. Many of you know that I have been keeping a video journal of my journey with the Inspire, and so this is my sixth video. These videos are really intended for folks who are considering having this procedure done. So today was activation day, and it was cool. So I went over to the University of Michigan, met with Steve, my Inspire rep, and Dr. Hoff. And the first thing they did was activate my device here, and it was connected to an iPad. Steve asked me to do some breathing exercises, just breathing in and out very, very slowly. Kind of got a gauge of, I guess, of my body. And then it began. And the first thing he asked me to do was open my mouth and stick my tongue out, but relax at the same time. Look something like this. Not too wide of a mouth opening, and really relax the tongue. Now, I'm not a guy who relaxes, so that actually took me a little while to get to that point. These guys were really patient. It was great. So then they started, I guess, I don't want to turning up the dial. Steve wanted to see movement, and it got to a point where it started to move, and then my tongue just bolted, and I actually just started laughing. It was funny. Apparently that happens a lot where people bust out laughing. And what Steve and Dr. Hoff agreed upon is I would start at 1.2 volts. And each week, 7 days later, I would turn it up a notch for the next 6 weeks until my sleep study. Now, why do they, I guess, titrate up? And it's because the tongue is a muscle. And it's like working out. And so how I tell people is if you are a person who works out and then you quit working out, say 2 years, then you go back to the gym and you do the exact same weight you did 2 years ago, you're gonna hurt a lot for a few days. Kind of the same process with Inspire. So that's why they want to start you out lower, get your tongue used to it, basically working it out, and then build up from there. So this is my first video, as I mentioned, after having the device activated. My next video will be me activating this before I go to bed, just kind of show people what it does, and then one short one in the morning. I don't expect anything in the morning, but I think it's important to share that, and I'm going to do it each week for the next 6 weeks as I dial it up a notch. So look for those videos, and I appreciate you listening. Have a good night.